Hello everyone, Ken from Canadian Macon here. And today I'm going to be making something for a friend of mine. His name is Michell Plested. You can see he's written a number of different books over the years, some of which my son especially enjoyed, young adult books, the Scouts of the Apocalypse series being one of his favorites. And Mike's going to be at the Comic Expo this year. So it is April 15th today, and the Comic Expo is next week, April 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th here in Calgary. So I thought what I would do is print something special for him to celebrate, I don't know how many years of Scouts of the Apocalypse now. He sent me an image of a badge that he has that he's going to be selling at the expo this year, along with his books and everything else. He's also got a new book coming out this year that I believe the expo is the first public show where he's going to be selling it, and that's the Shifting Alliances McMurdoch book here. That's the fifth book in that series. So he asked me if I could make him a coffee mug. I did that, and hopefully by the time you see this, that video will have been posted. I won't be able to post this until April 24th at the earliest. But what we're going to do today is, because we're talking about Scouts as a theme, I have this hunk of pine wood here. It's a real slice of a tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the bed, and we're going to print his Scouts of the Apocalypse logo or badge on this, and we're going to try giving it a 3D texture using Eufymake's AI 3D texture tool and see how it works out. It offers a really good experiment for working with this printer, and hopefully makes a nice surprise for Mike at the expo. So having a look at this piece of wood, you can see on this side, it's not quite as nice. This side's a little nicer. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to print on this side, but I'll put a white base layer down. And because we're going to do 3D texture, I should be able to cover up the imperfections in the wood on this side and get a nice looking print. So let's get started. So obviously the first thing we want to do is we want to put the wood into the printer. And normally I put down a sheet of paper or something to protect the bed. But in this case, because I'm not going to be overspraying over the edge of the wood, I'm just going to risk it. I'm going to put the wood on there directly. And then if we go into the software, what I can do is I can take a snapshot of the bed. So the first thing we want to do is obviously put the logo into the project here. And the logo is quite large. So we need to shrink that down, obviously, but we don't know how far yet. The other thing I need to do is what we want not the white on these edges. So I don't know if you can tell, but this is not a transparent background on this. It's a white edge, and that's no good for what we need. Okay, so what we do is we select AI Remover, and we say Remove Background. What that's going to do is it's going to get rid of these corners here. Okay, in theory, background should be gone. Yes, it is. So you can see when I move over the edge of the white there, I don't have the white corners. So the corners are transparent. That's exactly what I need. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit because I know it's not going to be that big no matter what. Now let's place it somewhere around the middle. I'm going to use the AI. I think I'm going to do a relief texture on this one. So let's see if we can get it working. So that cost me 5 AI credits, but they gave me 800 with the printer, and they expire in a few weeks. So there we get our depth image. That actually looks pretty good. So it looks like the triangle is being raised up a little higher. Good. Okay. All right, we're set on this front here. Okay, the material in this case is wood. Let's do our snapshot. So now the printer is going to take a snapshot. So now it uses lasers to measure the surface of the object that it's going to print on. Make sure there's not too much height variance. It grabs a series of snapshots of the bed and kind of stitches them together, I'm pretty sure, to give you the full image of the bed so you can place your artwork on whatever you're printing on. So now I can move the image into the piece of wood. There we go. It was thinking. I'm going to have to replace this computer, I think, because it's just getting a little too long in the tooth for some of the work I'm putting it through these days. So I'm going to get a little more life out of this old MacBook. All right, so you can see it's trying to fill as much of the space as it can, but I don't actually want to do that. That's too much. So I'll shrink it down a bit. The orientation of it doesn't really matter a whole heck of a lot to me because it is a piece of wood after all. I just want to make sure I cover up as much of those imperfections that were in the wood as possible with the ink here. Okay, that looks pretty good. It looks pretty even. There's a bow in the wood at the bottom here and a bow at the top here, so maybe I'll just shift it down just a little bit. Realistically, that's pretty good though. It rotated it by itself, which is fine for what I need here. And then if I go into the preview now, we'll get this 3D relief. I'm just checking to make sure that everything kind of looking as good as I'd like it to be. What if I turn the smoothness down? How's that going to affect it? Take the thickness all the way up. You can see the, as I move the thickness up and down, the green triangle in the middle here shifts pretty materially. So I'm at 2.9 millimeters there. If I take that all the way to 5, you can see that changes it quite a lot. That might be a little more than what we want. We're looking for sort of a subtle pattern, almost like it's stitched into the wood. I take it down to about a 3. See how that looks. I'm just going to zoom in a bit so we can see it better. Apologies if I end up zooming in and out by mistake because, again, I'm working with a Apple Magic Mouse, which is less than magic. Well, I think that's going to work pretty well. Okay. So we'll go back in here now, and we will send to the print. Now I've got it set on high quality. I think that's by default. Probably not too bad from a white outline perspective, but I think I can shrink it down a little bit. I'm going to take it to 0.1. Let's color raise. I think we're in pretty good shape. All right, let's send it to the printer. All right, so the printer's ready now. And we can see in the software, it's going to take about 2.5 hours to print, another 2 minutes and 30 seconds for some setup. It's going to use a lot of ink. It's going to use about 17 milliliters of ink. And about, yes, it does use the white and the gloss, about 16 milliliters of the white and the gloss. So we're going to give it a shot. Expensive print, but I think it'll turn out well. All right, our print finished. It said it was going to be about 2.5 hours, but it only took about an hour and a half. It used our 18.2 milliliters of ink, roughly, so it was a pretty expensive print. But when you see the result, have a look at this. Look at that. So this thing is incredible. So when you look at it, you get it nice and close. 3D texture there. It looks like it's bizarre. It's like a giant stitched patch on this slab of wood. This is amazing. Probably the most ink we've used on a print so far, but I would say the result is worth it. So there you go. We'll present that to Mike at the Comic Expo on Thursday, and we'll see what his reaction is.
World seems to be good at that. Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Ken Pierce.
Mike. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hi, Jen.
I got some
Hello,
stuff for
how are
you.
you?
Oh, I'm stuck with him.
Every time I hear this, and yet every year.
It's only every expo. Other events I can get away from him.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Hold off on that for a second.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Now you can have your coffee, right?
Oh, it's not for me?
No.
Oh, I see.
That's
So
awesome.
We made you something else, Mike.
What?
You might
Oh,
like.
what's this?
Oh, that's amazing.
That is
That is amazing. Oh, I love that. I love that.
that turned out really
I
good.
love that.
Yeah. I'm like, it looks like a real badge.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You can't put it on the sign this weekend, can you?
No, I'm not going to
Bit
put it
too
on the
heavy,
sign. This
maybe?
is, yeah, I think so. Besides,
You could put it in the rack, maybe.
So I think we should tell people on the internet, right, Mike, that I told them that they could come down and ask you if they could touch it.
okay, then I will definitely keep it
Those are
here.
new.
Okay.
Well,
That's,
since last year.
In case
That-
people want to know what the prints feel like, right?
That
Came
is
out
awesome.
In, August, September.
you blew my mind on that one.
Keep doing it.